Hey everyone, Michael here. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to get started with copy trading nice and easy. It's a great way to get some extra income in, especially if you guys aren't at the top tier of traders just yet. You can rely on somebody else to help make you a little bit of extra money here. So to get started, I just want to explain to you guys what copy trading is. It's a pretty simple concept here. Let me zoom out of my page just a little bit here. But all copy trading is if you copy trade someone, you guys buy and open a position when they go long, or you short at the same time they go short, and then you also close your positions when they close their positions. You're not copying the exact amount of money they're trading with or the exact leverage. When they open a position, you open a position. When they close a position, you close a position. That's all copy trading is. And I want you guys to understand that because we're going to be fine-tuning settings today. And I want you guys to understand what your risks are and what you're willing to lose for how much money you're willing to gain through this process. So we're going to be using Faradesk today. I'll have a link down below if you guys want to join them. This is probably one of the best copy trading platforms I know, and I just enjoy it quite a bit, right? And I'm a copy trader here, so la. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the copy trading section, and it's going to have everybody ranked right here. Now, the ranking process is kind of weird because if you're a new person, it'll kind of show you up kind of higher than you're probably supposed to be. So I really don't use the ranking portion of this. I like to go by 7-day win rate, 3-week win rate, and then 7-day profit and 7-day follower profit. If you guys were going to rank these by anything, I would say you guys want to go by 3-week win rate. Excuse me, I have trouble with my hours, and a 7-day follower profit. That way, you know the people that are following them are actually making money. Okay. Now, what you guys are going to see over here is a brief breakdown of what each trader has been able to do for their people that have been following them. So you can see right here, Sagar and Expert Student. They both have a 100% win rate for the last 7 days. Sagar has an 88% win rate for the last 3 weeks. His followers, Sagar, have made $6,000 over the last 7 days. All 181 of them. Altogether, they've made $6,000. Over here, 234 followers for Expert Student. They've made about $14,000 in profit, okay? And then in total, you can see how many trades they've done. Since they've actually become a copy trader. This guy's done 127 trades and since he started, and Sagar's done over 1,500 trades since he started, okay? Now, if you guys want to check them out even more, just click on their little icon here, and it'll take you into a little bit more of a deeper report of what's going on with them as far as their copy trading abilities. You're going to see all the information we saw before on the top. You're going to see how many trades they've done in the past. So you can see they've won about 13,500 trades. They've had 1,500 total trades. They've lost 164 trades, and they have 181 followers. If they max out on followers, sometimes you have to wait for another person to drop out, which is kind of hard for some of the top tier people. But as long as it's not maxed out, you can go copy them, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Below this, you can see the contracts. This means what they're actually trading. This guy can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, ADA, XRP, and a whole host of other different altcoins out there. So if you guys follow him, you may be able to open up some of these trades as well. And usually when you see stuff like this, you can see this guy's only been trading Bitcoin for the past few days. Right? The majority of the time, traders are going to be looking at Bitcoin, but if they see Dogecoin popping off or they see XRP popping off, maybe they'll do a trade on that, and you can copy them if you guys want to, okay? Now, after that, you're going to be able to see their past trades, so you can see that they're normally trading Bitcoin at a 25x long here, and I can zoom in just a little bit for you guys. Oh, there we go. And they're used to trading with half a Bitcoin or a little bit less than half a Bitcoin. And you can see that when the opening time and the closing time was and the profit that they made on those trades, okay? And you can go back in time a lot and see all the different trades they've done, all the winners they've done, or the losers. If it's a losing trade, it'll show up as red right here, just so you guys know. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over here to copy trading very fast. Got to zoom out just a tad for this one. There we go. And you can do this for anybody you like. But again, what I say you guys should do is go off with a three-week win rate, or better yet, just go with the 7-day follower profit, because you can see who's actually making money. You can see my account is right here. My followers have made $773 over the last 7 days. But again, I only have 21 followers. These guys have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of followers. Unfortunately for me, I'm one of those small dogs that only has 21, but I guess it has been going up, so people have been trusting me more. But you might look at Expert Student, you might look at SA Crypto, Sagar, Yin Yang Wolf, Blood Analytics, I don't know, or me, or Digital Leonard, or whoever. But you guys have the opportunity to check out everybody and see if you guys want to follow them. Now, if you guys do decide to trade with somebody, let's just say we want to follow expert student here, you guys are going to hit the copy button. And this is where everything changes. This is where it becomes very, very important that you guys listen to what I say. Otherwise, you guys may have losses that you guys aren't actually anticipating, okay? Now, what you're seeing right here is contracts. This guy only trades Bitcoin, so that's why you guys are going to have it. You guys want to make sure this is checked on. There'll be more options here if he does more contracts. So if you see Dogecoin, Bitcoin Cash, whatever, you'll have the opportunity to check those on and off. Usually everything is checked on. So if you don't want to follow Bitcoin Cash trades or Dogecoin trades, you just want to follow the person's Bitcoin trades, well then just make sure that only Bitcoin is checked. Next, you're going to see position mode isolated. This means that if you have a copy trading balance of, let's just say $10,000, and this person that you're copying makes a bad trade and it gets liquidated. If it's liquidated, only the trade that you made goes to zero. Your entire copy trading account is not exposed to one bad trade, which is a very good thing to have, okay? You can't change this to anything else. It's going to stay isolated, and I think that's the best because a lot of these traders do different types of strategies, and I'll explain some of those strategies here for the next few minutes because it's going to kind of depend on how you prefer to trade, okay? Next, you're going to see leverage. You can see customized or follow the trader. If you do follow the trader and we come back over here to copy trading, let's just go back over here to Saga. This guy is doing 25x leverage, all right? So if he's doing 25x leverage, that means you're going to be doing 25x leverage as well. If you don't feel comfortable going with the 25x leverage, you're going to go to customized. And I would always actually do customize in my opinion. You can see that this guy's doing 25. So if you want to copy him, you can just type in 25 here. But let's say you guys are like, I don't know, 25 seems kind of risky for me. I don't know if I really want to do that. Well, then you guys could just put down something like 5. Or you guys can just put something like 10. And you have to understand that you're not going to be making as much profit, but you're also not going to be having the same amount of losses, which is going to be very, very important here. Because remember, what you're doing is copying when this person opens a position and when they close a position. That's it. That's all you're doing. Next, you have follow mode. So you can be using a margin, a fixed amount, a multiplier. Most of the time, I would just say have it be a fixed amount. So this is going to be in USTD, a stable coin. So this is how much for every trade this guy's doing. How many trades are you doing? You could have it be at $10. You could have it be at $500. You can have it be at $1,000. As long as you have the money to do it, you can set any amount of money you have here. I've seen a lot of people do $100. So if you have a leverage of 10, that means if you lose this trade and it goes all the way to zero, you've lost $100 and that's it. If you don't feel comfortable losing $100 because maybe that's scary to you and you're a new trader, go 50, go 25. Just don't go below $10. Whatever you guys are going to feel comfortable with, do that. For now, I would recommend that you guys do lower amounts, and I'll explain why in a few days, or in a few minutes. But what do you call it? Anywhere around 50 to 100 for new people is usually where it's at. If you guys have thousands of dollars, you guys are going to invest in copy trading because you trust the person that's copy trading. Normally, you can put that up to 200, 300, 400, 500. All right. Next, you guys are going to have stop losses and target prices. So this means that, hey, if it gets to a certain profit level, you're going to take your profit. If it hits a certain stop loss, you're going to take your profit. And this really depends on what your leverage is, okay? So if you have a 1x leverage, you probably are not going to be using the stop loss and target price. You're going to just rely on the person doing the trading. But let's say that we have a 25% profit, which isn't hard if it's 10x leverage, it's only 2.5% increase. Well, then it's automatically going to sell before the other person that you're copying actually sells. So you're not going to be copying exactly when he closes his position. You're only going to be copying up to 25%. So if this guy makes 50%, you're already going to be out well before that at 25%. Sometimes that's okay because sometimes it'll hit 25% profit and then it'll come back down and that guy may have to sell for 20% profit, 10% profit or something like that, okay? Next, you're going to have stop loss percentage. This one's kind of hard because depending on the leverage you're using, you could get stopped out before a large move happens. So if you really want to do a stop loss percentage, maybe you might want to have it be 50% or 75%. But again, if you're following somebody like this that does a 25x leverage, if the position goes down by 2% and you guys are also following him at 25x, if it goes down 2%, that means you just got stopped out. All right. So be careful with that. but that's the way it goes. So if you have a higher leverage, your stop loss has a much higher chance of actually getting hit, especially, with some of the volatility we experience in the markets and crypto these days, right? Now, if you have a copy code over here, copy code isn't something that's really crazy. This is basically when you sign up and you say, hey, like an affiliate type of code or something like that. Don't worry about the copy code at all. Copy trade balance. I have a balance of 0 because I'm a copy trader myself. So I can go over here. I can go to, my copy trades, and it'll say I have a balance of, $5,168. My net profit has been $168. And it'll go down over my trades over the stuff like this. But that's because I'm a trader. You can see the type of things that I trade in different ways that I trade. Okay. Now, after that, you're going to hit copy, and it's going to open up the copy. It's going to start the copy trading position for you. Now, you guys can copy multiple traders, and I would say that's probably best. But here's the thing I want you guys to really understand. People like Sauger, who's a friend of mine, if we zoom in on his trades, you can see on this page right here, all of these trades were opened at 6:30, so that's the June 30th. But see, 10:22:03, 10:22:02, all of these trades were done within a few seconds of each other. So he was buying. What that means is he had a lot of positions open at one time. If you guys like this type of strategy where you're always trading, but you're making profit after profit after profit after profit, you want to make sure that when you actually go over here and you guys go to copy this person, you want to make sure that if I can find the copy button here, there we go. You want to make sure that your leverage is around 10 to 20%, nothing too crazy. I mean, it can be up to 25% because that's what that guy's using. But your follow mode, when you're using the fixed amount, you want to make sure this is something lower. All right, because if you have $500 and you have a fixed amount of 50, well, if this guy's opening up 10, 20 trades at once, all of the money is going to be invested into market. Okay, and so what that also means is if he's doing all these trades and they work out, awesome. But if he does 100 trades and all of them end up being bad trades, that means you've had a whole bunch of trades lose out. So in those circumstances, if you follow somebody like this that is doing a lot of trading, I would say have a leverage of 5 or 10%. Don't go as high as 25 unless you guys really feel comfortable with it, and you guys can always adjust it later on if you feel comfortable. And then you guys are going to have a fixed amount that's lower than what you guys think. So if you guys have a balance of $1,000, you guys are going to be copy trading with somebody. You really don't want to be doing anything more than $100 in the follower mode. If you guys have $100 or $200, you guys may not want to be using more than $20 to $30 per copy trade. So if this guy does like 100 different trades in a day, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm not even going to keep counting these, but it keeps on going. And so it looks like this. He might not be doing as many like this, but you can see he's normally does a bunch of trades like this. So big point here. Don't overextend yourself in here because there's not a way for you to not open up all the trades based off of when they do it. Whenever this guy opens a trade, you open a trade. So if this guy opens up 20 trades, you've opened up 20 trades. And I think that's very, very important for you guys to understand. So make sure that fixed amount is lower. If you're copying somebody like maybe, I don't know, maybe like me, sorry for the big bright white screen. You'll see that I had a few trades here, but this one was at 642, 1018, 640, 511. This is, so they're kind of more spread out. And because they're more spread out, you can do a 10x leverage like me, and you can put more money behind it. So instead of only doing $20, if you have like $500, you guys can do $200 or $300 because I'm not going gung ho and trading every single trade. Now there are people like me though who do trade at the same time, and then every now and again I go trade, or vice versa, do trade. But if I see something really good, buy. That's something I do quite a bit as well. Now, one other thing I want you guys to understand, us as traders, we have this little thing that says auto unfollow setting. So a lot of traders in the market will have this, a lot of copy traders. It basically means that if you guys don't have enough money, it'll boot you. Now, I don't have this on because I'm usually fine with whatever people invest in me to kind of make them money. But you can see followers minimum cost $10. So if you guys don't have $10, you guys can't follow this guy. It basically lets them have enough space for everybody that wants to invest. And if somebody plops down $5 they really don't deserve a spot following some of these traders who are, people want to follow them. They want to see if they can make some money following these types of people, right? So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But it's imperative that you guys don't have too much money invested at a single time. Make sure that per trade is kind of low just to start off. And if you guys feel more comfortable with the trader, don't be afraid of going, adding more to it over time. And then the last thing here, really, guys, is not everyone is going to be winning 100% of the time. Nobody wins that much. Over the last 3 weeks, sure, but long term it can be kind of hazy. Make sure you're following somebody that's actually making money for the followers, whether it's me, expert student, SA crypto, Sauger. Make sure the people that are following them are making money. That way you guys can be better equipped to just making some passive income here, which is going to be great.